8:40 Sydney, you've got Marshall and Marshall on board this vehicle today. Good morning from both. Happy Australia Day.
I know. What do you reckon it's going to entail?
And we'll just have a lovely, relaxing day. Yeah, we'll gate crash someone's barbecue, hang out with them for a bit.
And with a sausage sandwich. So it's not Australia Day if you don't have a sausage sandwich, hey?
Maybe we'll have to go visit Bunnings.
Ambulance emergency. Tell me exactly what happened. Just driving past, there's a car that's parked very oddly in the middle of the road. There's a man head down on his steering wheel. Okay. Is he breathing? We don't know. We're trying to get into the car, but we can't. Okay. He looks like he's sweating and very hot. He's dribbling and sweating. Do you want us to break the glass?
Just break the window, not on the side where he is.
Not on the side where the back, not where he is.
Okay, that's correct.
Okay, the ambulance is on its way. It's not too far away, okay? Yeah.
20-year-old male slouched over the steering wheel in front of Bunnings. So we are going to end up in Bunnings.
Patient sweating and dribbling, no further info. What do you reckon, hypo? Being trapped in a car is so dangerous on a hot day. You know, the outside temperature can be 38 degrees, but inside the car it's 45 plus. So it doesn't take long for people to become overwhelmed by that heat.
Let's take past Bunnings and you'll see 840 just pulling up on scene now.
Can you grab the defib, Tam? What? Grab the defib?
Yep.
The worst case is that they end up passing away from the heat exhaustion. Hey, mate.
Tonight,
Feeling pretty Australian.
it's Australia Day
You really have to be prepared for anything.
and the city is heating up.
Coupled with a whole lot of alcohol, we're in for a great day.
How many drinks have you had?
A mysterious collapse,
I just want to make sure you're okay.
a medical mystery,
She was born without a spleen.
and a rescue atop an icon.
A patient has fainted on top of the harbour bridge.
Put paramedics to the ultimate test.
And it looks like it's going to require a rescue operation.
Unprecedented access from the control centre
You need to pump the chest hard and fast.
to the paramedics on the front line fighting to save lives.
He's fallen, he's lacerated his head. That's no good.
These are the stories behind the lights and sirens
Okay, let's go.
of New South Wales Ambulance.
We will get in. One way or the other, we will get in.
Please, 840 just pulling up on scene now.
Can you grab the defib, Tam? What? Grab the defib?
Yep.
Sisters Sam and Tammy have been called to an unconscious patient. The man was found locked in his car by passers-by.
Negative code 2, Tammy's got a pulse. Yep. Mate, open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Patient is negative code 2.
Negative code 2 means he's not had a cardiac arrest,
Sorry, can you get the sharps out, put that away?
but the cause of his unconsciousness is a mystery.
Knowing that he's got a pulse and his heart's still beating is wonderful. But then we start on the path of having to work out, why is he presenting like this? Why is he not responding? Open your eyes. Not that. Could it be a stroke? Could it be a drug overdose? Could it be hypoglycemia from diabetes? I'm gonna go straight for a BSL. He's climbing. 6.6, okay, it's not that.
A blood sugar test rules out a diabetic coma.
Mate, open your eyes. Open your eyes. What's your name? What's your name? Talk to me. Opening his eyes to voice, so we get a 2. Thank you. Sorry, to pain. So he gets a 2. He's non-verbal, he gets a 1. No purposeful movement, so he gets a 1. So we're going to do just a 4 at the moment.
Sam uses the Glasgow Coma Scale to assess his level of consciousness. A 4 is considered severe, meaning the patient's cognitive status is seriously impaired.
What was his temp, Tam?
Sorry?
What was his temp? 35.
And 842, are
Here
you
comes
available?
Icy. Talk to me. Have you taken something today?
An intensive care team arrives to assist Sam and Tammy.
I'm not sure what's happening at the moment. He's got a pulse, he's answering his name.
No pain at all?
What did the bystander tell you? They just found him parked here on the side of the road. Yep.
Collar him, spine board him, we can get him out of here.
Yep. Be on 50.
Open your eyes for me. Come here. Come here. Okay?
It's an unusual spot for his car to be parked on the side of the road like this, isn't it?
Sometimes they can get hypokalemia. It's due to a lot of fluid loss, electrolyte, potassium drops, and sweating.
Yep.
Cause that.
So we don't know how long he's been in the car for, and the car was all closed up, I believe.
You got pain anywhere at all? No pain at all. Any medical problems at all? No? Nothing at all. Do you remember what happened?
It's not uncommon on hot days to go to people who are overcome with the heat. Your body doesn't function like it's supposed to. The heat is too much for your body, so your legs aren't working, your brain's not working, you're not thinking straight.
This way.
Here we go, turn around. Get on the bed. There we go. Well done.
If that person isn't taken to a hospital quickly, they're at risk of dying.
Lift your legs up. There we go.
Aircon's been running, ice packs are on the...
The patient has regained consciousness, but is barely responsive. Sam and Tammy must get him to the nearest hospital 15 minutes away.
What out there? Yeah, that was one hot car. What's happened today? Pushed down against my hands. Put your toes.
I have a lot of respect for my sister as a paramedic.
Put these toes.
She spent a lot of time studying to get into this job, and she still spends a lot of time studying, improving her skills and improving her practice.
We're nearly at the hospital.
She's very thorough, she's very calm, she's very intelligent and really, really knowledgeable. She's a good paramedic.
Have you got pain anywhere? Hospital.
So can you tell me what happened, buddy? Sorry? You can't remember what happened at all? Did you take anything in the morning or before you drove? Nothing at all? Have this ever happened to you before? Yes or no?
This gentleman is extremely lucky that people stopped to render assistance. Things are never clear-cut. That's just the nature of what we do. We just treat what we see, and if it works, I hope that he gets to go home safe and well.
Australia Day. Sunny weather,
But I don't think it's been this hot on Australia Day for a couple of years.
That coupled with a whole lot of alcohol,
Yeah.
we're in for a great day.
It's 10 a.m. and across the city, paramedics are gearing up for the rest of the shift.
Feeling pretty Australian.
I've got my new glasses. What do you reckon?
They don't have Australian flags
No,
on.
I know, but then...
Ah.
Sydney calling 303.
8:27, thanks guys, morning to both.
It's going to be a very hot day. I think they're predicting 42, 43 in the west.
You have all your normal calls, plus people suffering from heat exhaustion, and people at the beach, and people drinking and water don't really go very well together. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Ambulance emergency, tell me exactly what's happened.
A gentleman around about 70-ish is dislocated his right shoulder.
How did he do that?
Surfing, body surfing.
There's a lady that's just been dragged out of the water. She's breathing, but she looks like she's unconscious.
The blue ring octopus just struck him and he's very bad. We have a climber who's at the top of the bridge at the moment. She is a little heat exhausted, feeling dizzy and shaky. We've sat her down. She's had 4 glucose tablets. Her condition has worsened and we've now given her oxygen.
6-7, copy that. There's a patient who is unwell on top of the harbour bridge. They've obviously been doing the bridge climb and they've become unwell, and it looks like it's going to require a rescue operation.
Duty Operations Manager Jordan is 13 minutes away. 2 other units have also been dispatched. One is arriving at the scene. The other, a special operations team, is 16 minutes away.
I have attended jobs on the Harbour Bridge before, and I'm instantly reminded of the complexity of these jobs. It's difficult to access the patient. It can be very difficult to get the patient down from the Harbour Bridge, and so you really have to be prepared for anything. No, I'll get past you, we'll just move. The heat is our biggest danger. It is sweltering hot right now if we can't get her off this bridge. It really can be life-threatening.
Duty Operations Manager Jordan is en route to the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
All I know right now is that a woman is trapped on the Harbour Bridge and has collapsed.
2 additional units have also been dispatched, as well as police rescue.
This could be at its worst, a cardiac arrest. Maybe she's dehydrated and she's fainted. There's just so many possibilities.
Do you want to have her sitting in here, or do you want to... Yeah.
Stop them on the road.
Yeah.
This job is all about teamwork. Effecting this rescue, keeping everyone safe, will only be achieved if we work together.
Hey, how are you?
Ambulance is not the rescue agency. We need to work with police rescue to extricate this patient off the bridge.
How you going?
It's 35 degrees up there, and when you're up on a big piece of steel, that heat poses a real threat to the patient.
Wow, heat is brutal.
After 22 minutes, the patient has been successfully extricated from the bridge and is currently conscious and responsive.
We haven't tried sitting her up.
But she must now be taken out of the heat and to hospital for a full assessment.
If this is heat stroke, one of the first things you do is remove people from the source of that heat.
You're going to need to be taken up to hospital and monitored for a few hours.
People often underappreciate how dangerous heat-related illness can be.
Yeah.
It can cause unconsciousness and coma. It can cause organ failure of multiple organ systems. But this patient should be okay.
Pull over if you need anything.
When you get to a scene and it's not as bad as first thought, that can be quite a relief.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
There are plenty of unlucky cases where the patients don't do as well as this lady has. In the back of my mind, I'm conscious that if the cards had fallen differently, she may in fact have passed away. The tragic reality is that it's easy for bad things to happen, but if that does happen, you should call us.
Ambulance emergency. Tell me exactly what's happened.
My mum is unconscious.
How old is she?
88.
Is she awake?
No.
Is she breathing?
She doesn't seem to be.
She's not breathing, okay.
Yeah.
It's 2 o'clock in the Sydney Control Centre on Australia Day.
Okay, so listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do resuscitation.
I need you to place the heel of your hand on the breastbone.
Okay, you need to pump the chest hard and fast.
We need to let the chest come all the way up between pumps. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over.
Call takers are receiving multiple calls requiring CPR instructions.
They must continue with CPR. Do not stop. This is the best chance for that little patient.
Keep going at this pace. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
3, 4. They're nearly there, okay? Just keep going until they take over. Don't stop until they tell you to stop.
Pump the chest hard and fast, okay?
Yeah, very softly. I can only do it very softly.
Now you do it as hard as you can.
I'm afraid I'm breaking her bones.
I know this is a very stressful situation, but we need to help her until the paramedics get there.
I'm doing it. I also see ambulance.
Okay, you're doing a really good job, and yes, you can hear the ambulance. They're not far away, okay?
Yeah.
Well, you keep doing the CPR. You send your dad out to wait for the paramedics. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the paramedics are going to come in and they'll take over the CPR.
Yeah. Someone's coming.
Okay, all the best.
A lot of arrests today. There's been a lot of 1A calls come in, and I suppose events are kicking off and now in full swing for Australia Day.
In Cogra, paramedics Mosh and Karen are over the halfway mark of their shift.
Do you know that's one thing? I've been here 20 years, and that's one thing I've never ever said. What? G'day.
That's because you can't say it.
I know. I choose not to.
You can't say it.
It doesn't come out. G'day. How do you say it? Do you say it? Do you
G'day.
G'day. Oh, how's that different from the way that I say it?
Because you can't say it.
G'day. No. G'day.
No.
What is it? What's it do? It sounds the same as
You're
you.
not saying it properly.
It sounds the same as you.
Ambulance emergency, what town or suburb?
Heatstroke. I saw this old man. He had a fall, I think.
He fell, okay.
My wife and me helped him, you know.
Right.
I took him home. He's got a bit of a cut on his head, you know. He's an old man.
How old is he, just approximately?
He'll probably be 70 and a bit older than 70.
All right, well, I'm going to send some help around there for him.
70-year-old male.
So, and what he's done, he's had his head.
He's fallen, he's lacerated his head.
That's no good.
Mosh and Karen have been dispatched to a 70-year-old man who has fallen and cut his head open.
We'll go and see what's going on with him and why he's had that fall.
Being called to the elderly, they are part of our society that are the most vulnerable.
Turn left to the next one.
And they need extra help. They need care and they need compassion.
Ambulance! Ambulance!
The risks to a patient that fall, we've got a head injury.
Can you see him or not?
Bleeding into the brain.
Because this door's not.
You potentially got spinal injuries. So you want to be able to go in there and start fixing.
You can't get access. Could you start rescue?
We will get in. One way or the other, we will get in.
Can you see him or not?
Mosh and Karen are outside the home of an elderly man who's reportedly fallen and injured his head.
Is it open?
No.
We've got a gentleman here who's had a witness fall with a head injury. He's now not opening the door, so we can't get access. Could you start rescue?
The head injury needs to be looked at as soon as possible for treatment.
We can't tell what's going on inside the brain. Even a really small bump to the head can cause a bleed in the brain. Do you have a key?
A neighbour has a spare key to let Mosh and Karen inside.
That's okay, we're going to go in. Thank you.
Hey, mate! Can you hear us?
Ambulance!
Tony! How are you, mate?
All right, I'm all blue.
Listen,
You want to go there?
do you want to come in and have a chat? God love you. Come on. I won't take you. I just want to have a chat with you. Come on, mate. You got a pair of hospital red socks I noticed on.
I've been there all the time, that's why I don't want to go there.
That's okay. Let's go and have a chat in the kitchen.
Anyway.
My name's Carolyn. You want a hand?
No.
Come and grab a seat, darling.
You what? What's going on?
I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, Joe, very nice.
Come and sit down.
What?
Tony. Darling, do you remember having a fall? Do you remember what you hit your head on, darling?
Yes, footpath.
Oh, the footpath.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. And when you hit your head on the footpath, did you get yourself...
Sit down.
Sit down, Karen, sit down.
I'm doing as I'm told. Doesn't happen often, but there you go.
Do you take aspirin or any blood thinning medication?
Yes.
You do?
When a patient falls and hit their head and they're on blood thinning medication, the risk of them having a bleed into the brain is really high.
We just want to make sure that that's not bleeding on the inside, okay? And then we'll get you back here so you can finish that enormous lolly jar. Honestly, I'll just steal a couple of hours out of your day.
Yeah.
Come
Air
on.
conditioning.
Come on.
Yeah.
Great company.
No.
Cup of tea. When you were a younger man, what did you work as?
Policeman.
No.
Yeah, so what?
Listen, you being an ex-copper would understand that I've got a duty of care. Your neighbour saw you had a fall and I can see you've got a bit of bark off there.
Oh, so what?
Well, I'm just here to make sure you're okay.
You're a nice lady.
There we go.
Appreciate you.
Tony, do you mind if I take your blood pressure and your pulse and make sure you're okay? Nice and still for me.
I know what it is.
What is it?
45/90.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, what's the wager on that if it's not? What do I get if I'm right and you're not right? That's not going to cut the mustard. I'll tell you what. If it's not 45 on 90...
You're a smart lady.
Yes, if it's not 45 on 90...
Give me your hand, lovely. There we go.
Lovely.
Then we can negotiate. We can negotiate the hospital. How about that?
I'm not going there.
Come on, let's just do your blood pressure. Let me just do your blood pressure.
I'm not.
A lot of older residents don't particularly like going to the hospital. They are mindful that if they go there, they might not come home, or if they go there, they might be sent to a nursing home, and there's that fear of not coming home.
Well, you said 45 on 90, and I said if it's not that, then we can negotiate.
I'm pretty close.
You're not even anywhere near close.
Can I pop this in your ear?
Yes.
When was the last time you heard two females fussing over you? Sit back and enjoy.
Yeah.
Tony, I need to get your head scanned.
Get it down.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But I'm not going.
I need...
not going.
Tony, mate, listen to me. Tony, Karen's gonna get the bed out, and we're gonna walk out. We're gonna walk out to the car. I know you hate me right now.
I do.
That's okay. I can live with that. Come on. Come on.
All right, let's go.
All right. All right. Out you go. No, get out that door. Come on. I know that tactic. Right, good. Hang on, I'll give you a hand. No, no help? Can't help you. I know, we're bloody annoying, aren't we? Hey? Beautiful. Put it in. In, back tonight.
You won.
You won.
I love treating the elderly. If you listen and empathise with them, they will let you help.
So what rank did you get to as a copper? Commander. Jeez.
You done a good job, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
You are good work.
It's all good.
You got to push it off to someone else. And then you
No, we're going to drop you in there, get a scan done, and then you'll get home. Okay? That's it. That's all we're going to do. We'll take that off.
I've been a paramedic 32 years.
I'm coming out too.
I chose to do the profession for such a long time because making a difference for somebody at work, it makes me very happy. That's a great day for me.
Ambulance emergency, tell me exactly what has happened. So we've had a 14-year-old with a blowfish stab through his foot.
It's late afternoon on Australia Day and the emergency calls to the control centre are not slowing down.
This is a 15-year-old young guy suffering heat stroke.
Across the state, calls on Australia Day are up nearly 5% on last year and almost 15% on 2017.
The girl that's been dragged out of the water and she's non-responsive. Is she breathing? I don't believe so. Ambulance emergency, tell me exactly what's happened.
Well, we've got a friend of ours who's really drunk and he's got alcohol poisoning. He's vomiting up blood and stuff. He's told us to call an ambulance.
Okay, so he's vomiting up blood and he's intoxicated, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Intoxicated, vomiting up blood. Patient has had 27 standard drinks since 1 o'clock. 27.
Mosh and Karen are dispatched to an intoxicated male with reports he's vomiting blood.
How old are they? 18. Oh dear.
Last year on Australia Day, New South Wales Ambulance attended 97 cases relating to intoxication, an increase of 13% on the year before.
27, that's
a lot of alcohol.
It would be good for young people to understand that binge drinking can be catastrophic for them. They can die.
I won't pull over, I'll just drive faster.
Just pull over, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Where's number one? That one? Oh no.
Oh, he's outside.
When we go to a party, obviously safety for us is paramount. People become hostile because they're intoxicated.
Let me at him.
Then we not only have the difficulty in treating the patient, but we're trying to control as people as well.
Right, vomit in the bucket. I need you to sit up, mate. If you can't sit up and take care of yourself, I need to run you up to the hospital.
Let me stay here.
Okay, I can't let you stay here because if you can't get up and look after yourself, I can't leave you here. So you need to be able to sit up, answer some questions for me, and we can find out who's looking after you and then decide what we're going to do. So can you sit up for me?
Sorry?
If you can't sit up and I can't find someone to look after you, I have to take you to hospital.
Hi. New South Wales Ambulance. I'm good. We'll probably be loading him up and taking him up to Sutherland Hospital. All right, look, he's fine. He's not well, but he's fine. Yes.
Because the patient is too intoxicated and there's no one suitable to care for him, Mosh calls his father to let him know.
Is he allergic to anything?
I would want to know if it was one of my daughters. Protocols don't state that we have to do that, but we like to let the parents know so that they can actually meet us at the hospital. And a lot of the time, they can actually give us the information that the child can't because they're too intoxicated.
Does he have any medical issues, asthma, diabetes, anything?
Do you want to help him up and we'll take him down to the car?
Bye. He's getting up?
They're getting him up.
Beautiful.
Yep, it's all good.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
There we go. Let's go.
Okay, stop, slow. Got him?
If you're going to vomit, vomit. Your body's, if it wants to vomit, it's going to vomit. If you're lying flat on your back, it's going to go straight into your lungs, like drowning. Instead of having lungs full of water, you've got lungs full of vomit. Look at me. On your right side.
You okay, bro?
You're never going to be able to tell teenagers not to drink. They're going to do it regardless. They need to do it not on their own. They need to do it in a safe environment. They need to make sure that the people around them are their true friends.
That's you. I've got your phone, right? Hey, how many drinks have you had?
Probably 20.
Dear Lord, boy. How many
Yeah.
drinks would you normally have? Give me this arm.
How you doing?
Karen,
I'm
are you
like
good? I just need the EMR from the front, please. Yep.
I just can't move.
I know. Move this arm for me. Can I
Yeah.
put in a little needle in your arm? Give you some fluids and something for
Yeah,
the
no
vomiting?
worries, no
Is that
worries.
okay?
Huh? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm not here to judge. You may have made a wrong decision or chosen to do the wrong thing. If I can be there to help you fix that, then that's what I'm there to do.
You're still going to be over the limit by Monday. So I wouldn't be driving. Do you know what day it is today?
Saturday, the 26th of January.
There you go.
For young people, it can change from a really fun time to very, very bad very, very quickly.
So vodka, Coke and lemonade.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what I say, they're going to feel 10 times worse. They've done it to themselves and they're going to be feeling it for 2 or 3 days. Everybody's been there and, you know, that's how you learn to make better decisions.
Bred for Australia. It's just an Australian damper, a simple bushman's recipe. 3 parts self-raising flour, 1 part of full cream powdered milk, a teaspoon of salt, a can of beer.
It's 4:30 p.m. in the control centre and the day is far from over.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
The umpire has Heatstroke.
Oh, okay.
We're at a cricket game, so he's like laying down, he keeps falling over and stuff.
My daughter was playing in the swimming pool.
Yep.
And she drove her, and her head was hit the edge of the swimming pool.
Okay. Ambulance emergency. What is the address of the emergency? Hi, it's Health Direct. This child, she's got a condition where she's got no spleen, and parents were instructed that they must take her immediately in an ambulance to hospital if she gets a temperature above 37.8. And she's now at 38.
Maybe the 840, thank you. Can I get you please for 2 immediate at Livingston?
840, copy. Oh, 14-month-old female, high temperature, and esplanina.
Esplanina.
Sisters Sam and Tammy have been dispatched to a 14-month-old girl with a rare condition. She was born without a spleen.
Going to a child always has more pressure to it. You feel a lot more responsibility towards the parents to look after that child. This girl doesn't have a spleen. It's going to make her more susceptible to other diseases. For children that have decreased immunity, a small change in body temperature could be an indication of something serious. It's really scary.
How old are we? 18 months.
14 months.
Oh, 14 months.
Sam and Tammy are on their way to a 14-month-old girl with no spleen and a high temperature.
This girl doesn't have a spleen. It's going to make her more susceptible to other diseases. Her having an infection means that she could crash quicker, she could become sicker. Her reaction to disease could be more severe. It's really scary.
Hey!
Barbara's just a little sick at the moment. She was born without a spleen.
Okay, cool. I just saw the notes.
Yeah, so we were told by the Children's Hospital and our paediatrician if she gets over 37.8, we've got to call the ambos and get her to the hospital.
You given a Panadol?
Yeah.
She's had Panadol and she's had a second round of penicillin because she's on penicillin twice a day.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day.
Till she's 5.
Yeah, okay.
So she's gone a bit pale as well.
Yeah.
For a child with no spleen, an increase in body temperature of as little as half a degree could indicate a life-threatening infection.
She's playing, she's talking, but every now and again she'll just stop and completely scream in your face.
Yeah,
And then stop.
Yep, okay. No worries. Come and have a seat.
Whenever I arrive to jobs where I have sick kids or a child that has low immunity, always in the back of my mind is, I hope this child doesn't have meningococcal. It is a horrible and a devastating disease that has lifelong consequences.
So while she was eating her lunch, she went a bit lethargic. What was she doing?
It was just her head went down, her eyes closed, and she struggled to keep her head up. It was only for maybe a minute.
Yeah.
And then I got her up, and that's when I noticed she's turned really pale really quickly.
Okay.
You got a camel down?
Yeah, we can. Cool. Okay.
The spleen acts as part of the immune system, filtering bacteria from the blood. Without it, patients are more susceptible to conditions like pneumonia and meningitis.
There's not much fun stuff in an ambulance, is there?
Not for children anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Try bow up. Okay. So she's born without a spleen.
And it was because her father he had meningococcal, that's why he's an amputee.
Oh, wow.
And it seems like his older sister, who didn't make it past 22 months, who also died of meningococcal, had no spleen as well. So we went through the whole pregnancy checking her spleen. She had one the entire time until after birth. It just disappeared. It evaporated. They can't find any trace of it. It's not
my
there.
gosh.
So it's like huge that they just don't know where it's gone. So now they want to do
hiding your spleen somewhere else?
Well, we went to the children's hospital to do one of those MRIs with the dye. They go, we can't find any trace of it, not even a scar tissue, nothing.
Wow, gosh.
I can relate to a mother with a sick child. My second child had an infection called sepsis through his body. I then spent close to a week at the hospital where both myself and the nurse would wake every 2 hours and suction out his airway just so that he could breathe better. It's exhausting, and for me that was only a short part of my life. You could only imagine what it's like for a child who has a lifelong illness. It would be so hard.
So she's a lot more susceptible to things?
Yeah, so she's not allowed to go to daycare, she's not allowed to do swimming lessons in a public pool, she can't go to the Wiggles concert, she can't do a whole heap of things.
You can't go to the Wiggles concert? And we love the Wiggles. Oh, I know. So is she allowed to interact with other kids?
If they're not sick. So she's been with a few children, she doesn't know what they are, but she likes it.
Do you get nervous about taking her to the hospital?
Did you get nervous about taking her to the hospital?
Yeah, because that's where all the sick people are, and that's where we have to take her.
We're here.
This is where you were born. That's I got up there.
Got you. Ready? Ready?
I saw a lot of positivity in that household despite the challenges that they face. A lot of strength was in that household, and just that tightness of the family. It's so refreshing and so positive and uplifting to see. That's one of those good parts of my job. Being a paramedic has shown me the extremes of humanity. Sometimes I get down with all these sick people, but then I have moments where the job just takes my breath away, or the compassion that someone can have makes me realise there is hope for humanity. That makes me appreciate every moment.
We're done now. Got another roster.
Both survived.
Yep.
It's 6:45 p.m. and for paramedics, the day shift is done.
We knew Australia Day would be like this.
Even
It always
when,
is.
when we started this morning, we knew the afternoon was never going to end well.
No.
We knew there was going to be a lot of vomit involved.
There's always a lot of vom on Australia Day.
Australia Day.
Yep. If you're doing it, I'm doing it.
You have to do it.
I will. I'm doing it.
Because it's Australia Day. It's been fantastic.
We've had some pretty amazing work this roster.
I have learnt a lot of stuff this roster.
You know what? I feel like I've really got a new love for the job. Being a paramedic means I get to do a job that I love and I get to make a difference in our community. Sharing a job like this with my sister makes me that little bit more proud. I think I'll try harder not to tell you where to park.
Thank you.
And I won't leave my leftover 7 in your car.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, that stunk. I love this job.
me, Matt.
Go backwards tonight.
I'm like, what up, homie?
The ambulance service, we're family. Everyone's looking out for each other.
8:40 now on your channel at Auburn Hospital.
Thank you, 840 to see heading towards the Department of Fire at Sacrum.
8:40, no worries, drop it down. Repeat calls to a house fire. Get us there nice and quick, Sammy J.
This job, being a paramedic, makes you appreciate life.
All good.
It puts in perspective your own circumstances and you become super appreciative of what you have. Each day and each shift, you just ride the roller coaster and see what's going to come your way.
Oh, no. Don't touch it. Let the cut close.
Just like Moses parting the sea.
Some more hands here to slide him up the board.
When patients call for an ambulance,
Ambulance emergency, what town was that in?
it's incredible that we can do something for those people.
My friend got put down on the car. We're going to find you.
If we'd been wearing our seatbelts, would it have changed anything?
Would have changed quite a few things.
Can we just give you a lift home?
Once away. Not while I'm looking after you.
You get to see all the different faces of humanity.
Oh, that's okay.
Thanks very much.
Settle down, champ.
When you sit back and think of it,
You okay with this job?
yeah, you get a bit emotional because you get really proud.
That was so much harder than it should have been.
Proud that you are able to help those people.
Pull me towards you.
It's all right, okay? Could have been a really, really disastrous outcome.
To have the skills to be able to help them.
Can you feel the baby moving?
It's pretty special.
Beautiful girl.
It reminds me why I became a paramedic.